Arthur Rubinstein said, "I have found if you love life, life will love you back." I love this eyebrow test system, and to help you love it back, I am not going to waste your valuable time and mind on ivory tower theories that have no relevance in your world. I'm going to talk about innovative, real-life ways you can design and deliver presentations and pitches that get eyebrows up, smartphones down. Now, 2 minutes setup, then we'll jump into some of my best practices. Imagine you go back to work next week and the phone rings. You pick it up and it's someone letting you know that the person they had speaking at that TEDx conference, or the person speaking for the Chamber of Commerce luncheon, or the person speaking for a professional conference can't make it, and they're asking you to take their place. Or imagine this person on the phone is giving you an opportunity to give a pitch to investors, or a potential strategic partner, or to decision makers who have the power to scale your influence, income, or impact. Now, because you're an entrepreneur, you are always open to opportunities to scale your influence, income, and impact. So you don't say no. You don't say, "I'm busy, I don't have time." You don't say, "I don't have anything to talk about," or "I don't know what to talk about." You don't say, "No, I don't like speaking, I'm not comfortable getting up in front of large groups." You are entrepreneurs. And that means you always say yes to opportunities to scale your influence, to scale your income, and to scale your impact. So you say yes. Now, you have a week to design and deliver that presentation and pitch. What do you do? What do you do? Procrastinate. Judy Tenuta, the comedian, said, "My parents always told me I wouldn't amount to anything because I procrastinated so much." I told them, "Just you wait." So see, you do not wait for another opportunity to scale your influence, income, impact. You say yes. And I'm about to teach you how to design and deliver a winning presentation that wins attention from your audience and decision makers, that wins the respect of your audience and decision makers, and that wins buy-in to your idea, to your business, or to your cause. Now, how do we do this? I hope you have paper in front of you, or if you got your laptop, go ahead on a fresh piece of paper, get out your pen, get out your laptop. We're going to do this right now. I believe in interactive presentations. Carrie Fisher said, "Instant gratification takes too long." I want to give you an opportunity to instantly apply this idea to a presentation or a pitch you may have come up. So on a fresh piece of paper, please put a vertical line down the center. So you're dividing that into 2 columns. Fresh piece of paper, vertical line down the center. You have a left column and a right column. And at the top of the left column, please put the word "wrong." Because the eyebrow test system is based on the premise that most of what we've been taught on how to design and deliver a presentation and a pitch is wrong. In fact, underneath wrong, please put the word waste. I think most of what we've been taught on how to design and deliver presentations and pitches is a waste of our decision makers' time and a waste of our time. Why? Please, on the left, put the word infobesity. Because most presentations and pitches are stuffed with infobesity. The November 4th issue of 2011 of Newsweek had a picture of a brain and 2 words, and the 2 words were brain freeze. And the premise of that article on brain freeze is that we are suffering from infobesity. People do not want more information. They can get all the information they want anytime they want for free for a click of a button. So when we give a presentation, when we give a pitch, we are not in the information business because that goes in one ear and out the other. People do not want infobesity, they want to be intrigued. Over on the right, if we want to learn the right way to give a presentation and pitch, a way that is an ROI of their time and mind, we're going to intrigue them in the first 60 seconds. That gets their eyebrows up and their smartphones down, that wins their attention, that wins their respect, that wins their buy-in. Now, let's do it. Idea number one. Over on the left, please put the word one. And here is one thing I bet many of us have been taught that leads to infobesity. Please put the word tell. Because haven't we been told to tell them what we're going to tell them, and tell them what we told them? Wrong. By the time we do that, they already are on their smartphones checking their email, figuring out how they can duck out the back door. Over on the right, please put the word ask. In particular, ask 3 did you know questions your decision makers don't know. Now, like I say, I believe in instant application, so very quickly I'm going to give an example, and then you're going to have an opportunity to connect with someone next to you and actually design the 60-second opening for your presentation or pitch. Here's the example. I'm the pitch coach for Springboard Enterprises. We have given entrepreneurs like Robin Chase of Zipcar, Gail Goodman of Constant Contact, $5.5 billion in funding. We have helped them raise $5.5 billion in funding. Now, one of my clients was Kathleen Callender of PharmaJet. Now, before we worked together, if you asked Kathleen Callender what PharmaJet was, P-H-A-R-M-A-J-E-T, she would talk about subcutaneous inoculations and medical delivery devices. Now, are your eyebrows knit and furrowed? Do you know what that means? That means you're confused. That means you don't get it. And if we don't get it, we won't get it. If our decision makers don't quickly understand and value what we're saying, they check out. Now, if our decision makers' eyebrows are unmoved, it means they're unmoved or they've had Botox. We want, in the first 60 seconds, eyebrows up. Please try it right now. If you would, put your eyebrows up. Ah, do you feel intrigued, curious, like you want to know more? That's how we turn infobesity into intrigue, by getting the eyebrows up. Now, how do we do it? Here's how. Kathleen Callender said, Sam, I've got good news and bad news. Good news, I've been asked to speak to a room full of investors at the Paley Center in New York City. Bad news, I've got 10 minutes. She said, Sam, you can't say anything in 10 minutes. How can I explain my invention? How can I explain our team credentials, our clinical trials, our competitive edge, our financial projections? She said, you can't say anything in 10 minutes. I said, Kathleen, you don't have 10 minutes. You're going at 2:30 in the afternoon. Those investors will have already heard 15 pitches before yours. Their eyes are going to be glazed over. You have 60 seconds to get those eyebrows up. Here is a 60-second opening that not only helped her get the eyebrows up, it helped her land millions in funding and be selected as one of Business Week's most promising social entrepreneurs of 2010. Did you know there are 1.8 billion vaccinations given every year? Did you know half of those vaccinations are given with reused needles? Did you know we are spreading and perpetuating the very diseases we're trying to prevent? Imagine if there were a painless, one-use needle for a fraction of the current cost. You don't have to imagine it. We've created it. It's called PharmaJet. In fact, in this article, and she's off and running. Are your eyebrows up? Do you want to know more? That means Kathleen just got her business in your mental door. Now here's how you can do it. On your notes, please, write down 4 W's, because we want you to instantly apply this to a presentation or pitch that you may have coming up. All right, the first W is what? What is this presentation that you'll be giving? Could be internal or external. Maybe you're introducing something internally, a new system, and you want buy-in from your employees. Maybe it's externally. Maybe you're giving a sales presentation to a prospective client. Maybe you are giving a presentation for your local chamber of commerce. So what is a presentation or a communication coming up, and you want to win people's attention? You want to win their respect? You want to get a yes. All right, next W, who? Who are your decision makers? Who has the power to try this, to buy this, to fund this, to say yes to this? Who are those decision makers? All right, next W, where and when? Where and when is this taking place? Is this an email blast to your customers? Is this a phone conference with people from international locations? Is this in front of a ballroom of 1,000 people? Where and when is this taking place? At a busy luncheon place where the noise is distracting, you can hardly hear each other? All right, final W is what? What do you want your decision makers to do at the end of that communication? Do you want them to sign on the dotted line? You want to give them a 6-figure contract? You want them to invite you to work with their team at this strategic retreat? What do you want those decision makers to do? All right, now, first step to a 60-second opening that gets those eyebrows up, those smartphones down. What are 3 did you know questions you could ask that those decision makers don't know? What is a startlingly relevant statistic that you can attribute to a source? Did you know Harvard Business Review said? Did you know that in the last 6 months, Wall Street Journal said, that goes to the scope of the problem, that goes to the urgency of the issue, that goes to the size of the market, that goes to a shift in the trend. So you're trying to win buy-in. Your goal is to get those decision makers' eyebrows up by introducing something startlingly relevant that they don't know. Because the quickest way to get smart people's attention is to introduce something they haven't heard before. They're going, really? I didn't know that. Now you've just turned it into a 2-way interaction instead of a 1-way monologue. So 3 did you know questions. Next step, the word imagine. The word imagine is the quickest way to pull people out of their preoccupation. Because see, now they're seeing what you're saying. They are picturing your point. So they're not distracted or preoccupied, they're fully engaged. Now link the word imagine with 3 aspects of your answer to the issue you're addressing. 3 attributes of the product that addresses the problem you're solving. 3 aspects of the solution to this need. Now let's think back to Kathleen Calendar of PharmaJet. Get in the minds of your decision makers. What do they care about? Well, what those decision makers cared about were those reused needles, so it was one-use needle. They cared about those painful inoculations, so it was painless. All decision makers care about money, so it was a fraction of the current cost. Do you see, instead of infobesity, wah, 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 we distilled into 1 sentence. Who wouldn't want that scenario? Now, 3rd step, the words, you don't have to imagine it. We've created it. Now put in your name and bring in your precedents and your evidence. so they can tell that this is not a pie-in-the-sky speculative proposal. This is a done deal, and you're the one to deliver it. Where is your testimonial? Where is your social proof? So they can take it to the bank. Okay, now I think I have about 3 minutes left, so here's what we're going to do. In 3 minutes, we're going to take 2 minutes of it real quickly to turn to your GC partner. Now, you know who your GC partner is. Geographically convenient. I know this isn't much time, but I'm hoping you can use this 2 minutes to at least kickstart did you know questions that you're going to use to get those decision makers' eyebrows up. So please be creative, turn to a person next to you, decide who's going to go first. You've got 1 minute to tell them those 3 did you know questions. Ready, go. May I listen in?
Sure.
I'm Sam.
Hi, Sam. Danielle. Very
Hello,
nice
Danielle.
to meet you.
Yeah, glad to meet you. Okay.
Did you know how much energy savings?
Did you know that Osram and Phillips state that if you keep more ballast and lamps 15 degrees cooler, you will double the life? I have no idea if those numbers are right. He always laughs at me for making stuff up.
You know, isn't it great though? It's a Google click away, isn't it? You put
Well, and he knows. I just don't know.
and you put in, you know, what are recent research about this? Boom, up come all the surveys, up come all the articles and the data and so forth, and it will absolutely give you a competitive edge because no one else is doing this. Everyone else is just talking about their product or their service. No one is referencing data or research that gives you that competitive edge. So. And time's up. And please thank your partner and welcome back. Now let's be realistic. Chances are when you get back on Monday, you're not going to get a phone call asking you to give a presentation or a pitch that week. However, next time the phone rings asking you to give a pitch or a presentation, you will not say no, I'm busy, I don't have anything to talk about. You will say yes. Because as an entrepreneur, you welcome opportunities to scale your income, impact, and influence. And because now you'll know how. In my 415 workshop, we're going to give 3 of the other eyebrow test systems on how to design and deliver presentations and pitches that win attention, that win respect, and that win buy-in to your idea, to your business, or to your cause. I'm Sam Horn. I am the intrigue expert. I am in the fuchsia and black jacket. I'm going to be out in the halls today. I hope that you'll come up to me. We'll brainstorm and strategize your next pitch or presentation so it gets eyebrows up, smartphones down, and I hope to see you in that 415 workshop. Thank you.